What is going on, online fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives, Make Money Online Training Podcast. This is the #1 show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow a successful online business. In today's episode, we are talking about getting to $10,000 a month. And frankly, if you want to get to 10K a month, you're going to need this. Now, before I get into today's episode, I just want to remind y'all that tomorrow, which is the 31st of March on the podcast, I'm going to be giving away $1,000 cash on the podcast, on the live stream. So if you guys want to be entered to win $1,000 cash, all you guys got to do right now, screenshot any podcast episode, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me at BMarkFit, let me know that you're tuning in, and I'm automatically entering you to win $1,000 cash. I'm giving that away on March 31st, which is tomorrow. So if you like winning money, then show up tomorrow. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be talking about getting to $10,000 a month and changing your mindset around getting to $10,000 a month, because frankly, I've worked with in the last little bit here, I would say in the last 5 days, we've helped another 4 students cross the $10,000 a month barrier. So now at PT Domination, we've helped 114 students, online coaches, break $10,000 a month. You know, students will come to us from other business coaches. Students will come to us just getting their business started. It doesn't matter. We fill in the details for all of our clients, and we help clients get to $10,000 a month. So just yesterday, we helped our 114th student cross 10K a month. And it just makes me realize, because we have right now in the PT Domination program, we have over 750 students. And I like to think about what makes the difference between somebody who makes the $10,000 a month and somebody who struggles. Like, if we've helped 114 students cross $10,000 a month, what I really want to know is, like, what's the difference between the students that cross 10K a month and the students that struggle to hit that $10,000 a month? Like, what's the difference? And so today I want to talk about why some people fail and some people succeed at growing their online coaching business. Because when 2 people join a coaching program, you know, one of them can make 10K a month in the 3rd month, and the other one makes 1 to 2K a month for an entire year. And it's the exact same coaching program. And so what's the difference? What is the difference? Guys, the truth is, if you don't work on this one thing, you're going to constantly second guess yourself at every single turn. And it's like, even if you're learning the right information, you're learning the right data, if you don't get your mind right for this one thing, you won't take action because you're afraid of failure. And so you could literally have all of the blueprints and information in front of you for how to take your business to the next level. But if you're afraid of taking action because of this one thing, you'll pay attention and you'll focus on the wrong things, and you'll focus on the negative aspects of growing your coaching business. And as a result, you won't be motivated to work on it. But today we're going to be talking about mindset, because when you get your mindset right, you're going to confidently move into the direction of $10,000 step by step. You're going to recognize that every single day that you're working on your coaching business is another opportunity for you to build your dream life. And you're going to focus on the right things, which is going to lead to more success. Now, today we're talking about literally rewiring the way that you think. And the perfect person to talk about this as an example is one of my clients, Tyler Mackey. So Tyler Mackey is a prime example of what it means to change the way that you think. Because Tyler Mackey, when he started my online coaching program, he was an in-person trainer. He was working at a gym and literally getting work to the bone, like wasn't making any money working at the gym that he was working at, was struggling, wanted to grow, didn't know how to take his coaching business to the next level. So what did he do? This guy literally sold his son's PlayStation to join the PT Domination program because he was broke at his in-person training job. So sold his son's PlayStation to join the PT Domination program, and he became a student of the game. Like, Tyler Mackey did every single video in the PT Domination course. He studied every single video. He showed up to every single coaching opportunity that he possibly could. And then after completing the course, he showed up in the Facebook group every single day, consistently over and over again, asking a lot of questions, tuning into every single coaching resource that he had the opportunity to do so. And as a result of tapping into the way that we thought as online coaches and business coaches, as a result of becoming a student of the game, he started to change the way that he thought. As a result of starting to think like we were thinking as coaches, this month was the first month that Tyler Mackey made $10,000. This month, Tyler Mackey made $10,000 with 1,500 Instagram followers. Like, I think he actually only has 1,250. So Tyler Mackey is a perfect example of what it means to literally change the way that we think. As a result of talking to the coaches all the time, he changed the way that he thinks. This month, Tyler quadrupled the revenue that he was making at his in-person job, working 40 hours. Now, this is super funny because I think that when people tune into this podcast, especially this one because it's clickbaity, everybody wants to know strategy. Like so many people are looking for like lead generation strategies. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I, what's the best CTAs to be using? And how many people should I be messaging a day? And like everybody's looking for that stuff. But I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. I've literally given that information to a lot of people and they just don't do anything with it because their mind isn't primed for success. Like you really have to tap into the way that you're thinking and the way that you're perceiving situations. And when things happen in your business, how you're reacting to these different things, because our mindset and our perception of situations will determine how motivated we are to work on our business. I had a thought the other day and I want to share it with you guys. And it's this. It's discouragement is a demon that will prevent you from being successful. Discouragement is a demon that will prevent you from being successful. And so many online coaches make the mistake of starting their coaching business thinking that it's going to be easy and effortless and thinking that it's going to be a fucking walk in the park. And then when it proves to be a struggle, when it proves to be not as easy as they thought, and if they get a couple no's in a row or their month isn't as profitable as they thought it was going to be, they get discouraged. And discouragement is like the number one thing that can kill your dreams as you're building your coaching business. That's it. Discouragement is it. Because you'll be working on your business and you'll be so motivated and you'll be so excited. You'll be posting so consistently. And then you get this voice of discouragement that tunes in and tells you that it's not going to work, that tunes in and tells you that nobody's buying, that tunes in and tells you that it doesn't matter what social media platforms that you're on, it's not going to work. And that will stop you from growing your coaching business. And so when I think about the difference between clients like Tyler Mackey, who come into my program and make $10,000 a month, and clients that come into my program that struggle to hit those numbers or even grow their coaching business, it has everything to do with mindset and nothing to do with strategy. It's like, how tuned in to your own success are you? Like, how committed to your own success are you? And what is your will to win? Like, if you're like how willing are you to put in the work that's necessary to take your business to the next level? Now, I want to talk to you guys about changing the way that you think and tuning into people that you respect, because in the last 7 years of growing my coaching business and being a mentor for other online trainers, I started building my online business when I was 22 years old, right? 22 years old. And over the course of the last, it's almost like 10 years now. It's like 8. Over the course of the last 8 years, I've made a lot of mistakes, right? As an online fitness coach. And I've tried a bunch of different challenges. I did 14-day, 21-day, 90-day, 6-week. I've tried all these different challenges. There was one time I spent $5,000 on Facebook ads for 625 people in a challenge, and I got 3 people that enrolled out of 625. So I've gone through a lot of failures and I've gone through a lot of mistakes, and I've hired mentors that didn't work out for me. And so with all of these mistakes and these failures and these lessons as an entrepreneur and a mentor for others, like I either had to view these failures as a chance to learn, or I had to view it as I'm a failure. And unfortunately, a lot of online coaches growing their coaching business will hit a little bit of adversity in their coaching business, and they will start to view themselves as failures instead of asking themselves what they can do to improve. It's like, oh, I'm a failure. This isn't working for me, but it's working for other people. And so maybe I'm not cut out for this. And they'll start to second guess themselves. And so for me, it's like understanding that when you're working on a coaching business and you're trying to progress to the next level, when you hit setbacks and when you hit adversity and when your business isn't profitable and when you're not selling any clients and when your content isn't pulling in, you have to view it as an opportunity to learn, right? So for me, because I made the choice to view these things as lessons, I got better and my business improved over time. And it would have been really easy for me to tap out when it got hard. Right. And I think that's what a lot of online coaches do, like tap out when the first mentor I paid like $45,000 over the course of a year for ended up getting me almost zero return. Like I could have easily tapped out. I could have tapped out the first time that I paid $15,000 for a mentor and I didn't talk to him fucking once. I could have tapped out. But for me, I never tapped out. And so in the last 7 years, I got my fitness business to $50,000 a month. I've grew PT Domination to over 1,000 coaching clients. I grew my podcast to top 50 in Canada in the last 1.5 years. And all of these actions were made possible, not because of my strategy, but because of the way that I think. And so I need to communicate something to you guys. And I want to say it with like as much intention and thought as it deserves. And it's that you can have the right strategy in front of your fucking face, but if your mindset is off and if your mindset is weak, you will struggle. And I'm sure you guys know this, because how many of you guys have ever worked with a fitness coaching client who joins your program and they're so excited to lose weight, and so you take their data, you take their training, you take their calories or proteins or carbs or fats, you design them the perfect training plan and you give it to them and they don't follow it. And it's like, if you literally just did exactly what I told you to do on this sheet of paper, you would get results. You would lose the 20 pounds that you want to lose. Like, that's it. All you have to do is the data that's on this piece of paper. But so many people don't do it. And it has nothing to do with your strategy and has everything to do with the mindset. And so if we can understand this as mentors and coaches, like, there's a lot of people that are my age right now that aren't doing what I'm doing. And it's not because I literally don't think that I'm more talented than anybody else that's my age. I think that the only difference is that I just have this mindset that's tuned into success. And it was a choice that I made 7 years ago. And you can make the same choice. It's because I just decided that success was the only option, that all failures were lessons, that everything was temporary, and that I was going to work through any adversity that came up so that I could be successful. And so my behavior growing my coaching business and my willingness to post fucking 30 TikToks in a row and have all of them get 300 views until that one blows up. The reason I'm able to do that is because I'm not in it for the short game. Like, I'm not in it for these quick fucking wins. Like, the quick wins are necessary. Do I like when I get a video that blows up? Yes. But like, I'm so much more committed to the long game of this and the bigger vision of making a larger scale impact that I literally I could care less about the short like losses. And of course, like, when I get like 30 videos that get fucking 300 views in a row, it's like, it sucks. But it's like, I don't let that discourage me from taking action. And if you're an online fitness coach growing your coaching business and you post for 2 weeks and you get no clients and then you get discouraged so you don't post, like, that will kill your business faster than anything else will. That's it right there. And it's hard because if you're an online coach trying to grow your coaching business, you're posting on social media, you think you're doing everything right, but then your business isn't growing. It's like, it's really hard to accept the fact that you're not doing what you need to be doing to grow your coaching. It's hard. It's like a hit to the ego. It's like, oh shit, like, I still have some more work to do. Like, if your coaching business isn't growing to $10,000 a month, or if you're at 10K, if you're not getting to 20 and you want to, it's because of something that you're doing in your strategy. And that's a hard pill to accept. It's way easier to just blame the market and say like, oh, COVID's happening and that's why nobody's purchasing. Or, it's like the, there's, it's because of unemployment. It's like so much easier to point the finger at other people rather than just accept the fact that it's like, it's our shit that's broken. And that's why people aren't purchasing. And so the only way to really be able to deal with this kind of like accountability and being able to look at ourselves and actually assess what we're doing wrong and being willing to be coachable and learn from people who are doing it better than we are is the mindset. A coaching program is simply a shift in your mentality. That's it. It's a shift in your mentality. And if you're an online coach and your goal is to be a mentor for other people, then your goal shouldn't be to help them lose 50 pounds. Your goal should be to shift their mentality so that they lose 50 pounds and they keep it off for the rest of their fucking life. And it's the same thing with me with PT Domination. Like, when I have I'm pretty good friends now with one of my old clients. Her name's Lacey Iskra. I don't know how many of you guys know Lacey Iskra, but I see her at the gym all the time and Lacey's killing it. When Lacey graduated my mastermind program, she graduated, it was like, I think it was a year and a half ago. She was at $10,000 a month. And now me and Lacey are friends now. And she talked to me at the gym. Lacey's at like $30,000 a month now. And she has like 4 coaches working for her and she's fucking crushing it. And it's like every single time I talk to her, it's like, she's like, yeah, business is fucking crushing it. I'm growing rapidly. It's insane. And it's so cool because it's like, that tells me that like, when me and Lacey worked together, not only did I help her business, but I shifted the way that she fucking thinks forever. Like, when me and Lacey first met, she was a manager at Cactus Club in Edmonton. And now she's runs her own business that has like 4 trainers that are working with her to build this powerful movement with like 200 active clients. Like, that's fucking cool. Like that's like a shift in mentality forever. And I'm sure a lot of you guys as online coaches have a client like that where you help them lose weight and now they're fit and they've been fit for the last like XYZ time. And it's like, it's because you shifted their mentality. It's not only did you help them lose the weight, but it's like you changed the way that they fucking think. And that's a coaching program. Like a good coaching program is one that shifts your mentality. That's also why once you get, and it's funny because in the 10K Academy, when people come into the 10K Academy, I know why you guys are hiring me when you come to the 10K Academy. Like you want to see results in your coaching business. Like when you hire me for the 10K Coaching Academy, the biggest thing that you're thinking about is like, yo, Brian, been listening to your podcasts and reading your Instagram posts and I'm ready to join and I want to sign clients. And I understand that. And so the way that we design the 10K Coaching Academy is like, how can we get you clients fast so that you're happy and you stay and then you get to $10,000 a month? But in the 10K Mastermind, like once you understand that the program really does fucking work, the first thing that we work on in the 10K Mastermind is mindset, because it's everything. Like we're trying to shift your mentality. And it's funny because we've been running the 10K Mastermind for the last 3 weeks now. And in the last 3 weeks, we've had 2 students break $10,000 a month already. So those are 2 of the 114 now. We had 2 students break $20,000 a month already. So we have 4 students in the 10K Mastermind that already have record-breaking months. And the only fucking thing that we did was shift their mentality. That's it. Because the whole month is Mindset Month. So a really good coaching program isn't just about training and nutrition. A really good coaching program is about shifting your fucking mentality. Because if I can shift your mentality, if I can change your behavior, if I can change the way that you think, if I can get you to think similarly to how I think about situations, if I can get you to view failure like I view failure, if I can get you to view success like I view success, if I can get you to see social media like I see social media, then you can get similar results that I do. Like I'm literally just trying to teach you the way that I think. And this is why mindset is so fucking important. Because it's not the strategy. Like, guys, think about this for a second, okay? So there are social media is available to everybody, right? We've got like Clubhouse, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all of it. Social media is available to all of us as human beings, right? And so if you really want to get the most out of social media, it makes the most sense to listen to the people that are using these platforms to fucking dominate. The people that are using these platforms to build big businesses, because that's like, we all have the same access to social media, all of us, right? All of us have the exact same access to Facebook, to Instagram, like billions of people. So it's the people that are using it and then building successful businesses are the ones that you should learn from, because it's their mentality that allows them to use TikTok in such a way that gets results. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, it's the way that I think on a consistent and regular basis. Like, that's what allows me to get better results. It's the way that I think that gets me results. And so if you want to grow an online coaching business, if you want to get to $10,000 a month, you have to change the way that you think. You have to change the way you think. And the only way to change the way that you think is consistent and diligent action in the right direction. Because let's be honest, you guys, like, it's so fucking easy to get caught up in negativity. It's so easy to get caught up in gossip. It's so easy to get caught up in drama, because it's almost like the second you talk to another human being, it's like they update you on the latest like bad news that's happened. Like, it's so easy to get caught up in that. And so the only way to shift your mentality towards this success is daily, diligent, consistent action. And if you want to grow a coaching business, it's not daily, diligent, consistent action. It's also daily, diligent studying shit that's working. You need to study and you need to think like me, and you need to like learn how I'm operating so that you can operate in the same way and get similar results. And my goal, online coaches, is like, I just want as many of you guys to succeed as possible, straight up. Like my main goal right now is to help 500 students cross $10,000 a month, period. That's it. That's why I do 5 podcast episodes a week. That's why I'm so committed to making sure that I'm helping you guys win. That's why I show up even on days that I don't feel like it, even on days that I want to quit, because I'm so committed to the larger scale mission of helping 500 online coaches cross $10,000 a month that I'll do whatever it takes to make that happen. And so let's talk about the shift in mentality that you need to go through. And that's by like studying, learning, and daily action, but also the shift in mentality that you need to get your clients to go through. Because the reason that you're fit and healthy right now, whether that like whatever your version of fit and healthy is is because of your mentality, right? Like the way that you think about food and the way that you think about exercise and the way that you think about recovery is what allows you to perform in a way that leads you to the body that you have. Like changes aren't physical. Changes happen in our mind first, and then we change our body. You guys understand that, right? Like you have to make the decision first that you want to look and feel a certain way, and then it happens in your body. You can't make it happen in your body without making it happen in your mind first, because at some point you'll fucking quit. And so you guys have to understand that when people come into your coaching program, it's like you have to understand what actually happens versus what they want to happen. And so what people want to happen is when they come into your coaching program, like they want to lose the 15 pounds. They want to look better in a bikini. They want to feel confident in their own skin. They want these like external results, right? But what most people don't understand, and this is why one of the biggest things, you guys might want to write this down, this is a really important quote, is you want to sell them what they want and give them what they need. Sell them what they want and give them what they need. And so when you're writing your content and you're delivering your message on live streams, etc., you really want to talk about how, you know, you're going to be able to get them these physical results because that's what they want. But then when they're in your program, you need to understand that if you want to actually get them the results, you need to help them shift their mentality. But you can't tell them that on the front end because that's not what they want, right? Like they want to lose the 15 pounds. And so we bring them in with that. And then once they're in, we give them what they need, which is like the mindset coaching. And if you really want to help people change their life, you need to shift their mentality. You can't just give them a training and the nutrition program, because doing those two things alone aren't going to get you results. Like you need to change the way that you think, that person thinks. And you need to share with them how you view nutrition and how you view exercise and why it's so important, right? Like what's your opinion? You guys get it? It's like when they fall off track, you need to share with them how to get themselves back on track so that they understand your perspective on falling off track. Because if you can get your clients to view food and exercise in the exact same way that you do, then you'll be able to get them better results. And so let's bring it back to like you right now as an online fitness coach. All right. Because I want you guys to be successful. I want you to be successful. And so if you're an online coach right now and you're not at $10,000 a month, it's likely nothing to do with strategy and everything to do with mentality. Everything to do with mentality, because especially if you're in the 10K Coaching Academy, because there's so many training, like we do 10 coaching calls a week, you guys, in the academy, 10 a week. Plus we're hosting now 3 clubhouse rooms a day. And so if you want to be successful, there is more than enough opportunities for you to be successful. It's figuring out what area of your business that you really need to work on. Maybe it's sales, maybe it's network expansion, maybe it's content, maybe it's delivery, and then studying every single thing that you can possibly find in the 10K Coaching Academy about that topic. So if you really want to be successful, you need to shift your mentality in that one area that you need to work on. This is also why it's so important for those of you guys, because one of the questions I get asked frequently is what makes you different than other business coaches? And I think the difference that really stands out to me is that, like, not only am I leading by example, but I've also helped my clients get all these amazing results. And so it's the mentality behind getting successful and staying there, and also making sure that everybody around me is successful. And so you need to find somebody who's leading by example, and so that you can start to tap into their mentality. Because if you can start to tap into the way that somebody's successful, like one of my clients talks about this all the time. His name's Caleb Zisk. He said, success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And so find people who are doing what you want to do. Find people who are in the place that you want to be at, and start to learn from them and absorb them. And if you want to get results, you need to tap into the way that somebody thinks. You need to listen to them, absorb their content, become a student of the game. Just like Tyler Mackey at the start of this podcast, the guy that made $10,000 a month with 1,500 fucking followers. Like, all of you guys have that ability, but you have to become a sponge. And you have to understand that, like, if you're not where you want to be right now in your coaching business, and if you're not at the level that you want to be, it has nothing to do with strategy and everything to do with mentality. Tony Robbins talks about how success is 80% psychology, 20% strategy. And so if you don't have the psychology, if you don't have the mindset for success, if you're not primed for success, if you're not committed to your own success, then it's going to be really hard for you to grow a coaching business, because you can have the right strategy in front of you, but without the right psychology, you won't implement and you won't execute. You need to become a sponge from successful people. Does this make sense? Guys, that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Change Lives Make Money Online Training Podcast, the number one show for online fitness coaches who are trying to grow a successful online business. If you got value from today's episode and you want to win $1,000 cash, all you got to do is screenshot any podcast episode, share it to your Instagram stories, and tag me at BMarkFit. Let me know that you're tuning in tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST. I'm gonna be going live. I almost forgot what time I go live. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. PST, I'm gonna be going live and I'm gonna be announcing the $1,000 cash prize winner. All right, let's go. Oh, and last but not least, if you're listening to this podcast right now and you want to learn from me and Cole, we are doing a 4-day challenge next week. And so if you're an online fitness coach that hasn't worked with us yet, and you maybe want to learn a little bit more about what we do, we're going to be doing a 4-day challenge next week. So I'm going to drop the link in my bio after this podcast. Peace and love, guys. Have the best day of your entire life, and I will talk to you soon. Let's go.